Hi, good evening. I'm Jason Johansson, the homicide lieutenant with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. Here to brief you on a homicide investigation we're currently conducting inside an apartment complex located near the 3100 block of East Desert Inn. Geographically, this is within the area of Desert Inn Road on the east side of town near the intersection with McLeod. Earlier tonight at approximately 4:30 p.m., officers from our Southeast Area Command responded to a report of a shooting in the back of this apartment complex located directly behind me. As officers arrived at the location, they were flagged down by a female in the complex who stated that her son was shot and inside the apartment. As officers were quickly directed up to that apartment, which is in the back building of the apartment complex, they immediately located the victim, who was inside the apartment and was suffering from a gunshot wound. Officers immediately began to provide him medical aid, and in order to expedite transferring over to medical, they moved him outside where he was given over to medical, where he was quickly transported to Sunrise Hospital. Unfortunately, he was pronounced as a result of his injuries. Based on those details, our homicide team, we have responded. We've taken over this investigation. The preliminary details that I have for you right now are very minimal. What we know is that the male is a 19-year-old male, lives at the apartment with his mom and his sister, and that just prior to the shooting, he was out on the front porch area. There's a sitting area. He was out there, and that there was from what witnesses described, was there was a brief conversation with another person, at which point a gunshot was heard, and then our victim then ran into the apartment, where he then told his mom and his sister that he was shot. After the shooting occurred, we had several witnesses that we don't have a good suspect description. The suspect is not in custody. We know from our witness interviews that the suspect likely fled over the south wall of this apartment complex. Our homicide detectives are currently still interviewing additional witnesses and canvassing the area for any additional witnesses or video as it pertains to identifying who our suspect is. We do know that we have a male who went over the wall, appears to be wearing long clothing. We're just trying to get a better description. I don't have the ability to provide the details on the clothing at this point in time. I urge anyone with any information that related to this investigation, please reach out to LVMPD Homicide or reach out to Crime Stoppers Anonymous. It's cases such as these that your tips that would come in from the public allow us to solve these types of shootings. And with that said, I'll take any additional questions that you may have.
Is there a motive believed currently at this time based on witness testimony?
I don't have a definitive motive. What I can tell you is based on the scene itself, this doesn't appear to be a random attack. This does appear to be a very specific, where our victim was the target of this shooting.
How long is Cotton Creek Apartments due to be closed for this investigation?
So Cotton Creek Apartments, every resident can park in the front and still be able to get to their apartment, and the people who are parked in the back still can come can still get out to the front. We'll escort them out. So it's not fully closed. You can anticipate that there'll be police presence still in this apartment complex for the next few hours as we continue to process the scene.
Was a weapon confiscated at the scene?
We're still processing the scene at this time. All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time, everyone.